This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and welcome to my review of the Toy Story franchise. And then we'll look at the 4 films in it and in none of the short films. I'll look at those in a different video. But yeah, let's go into it first with Toy Story 1. And Toy Story 1 is my personal favorite of all the Toy Story movies. And I really enjoy it for the story. We get to see Woody at his worst, but he is redeemed in it. Everything with Buzz thinking he's a space ranger is really funny. And just everything else was so much fun to watch. I truly did have a great time when I was watching this movie as a kid and growing up on it. I really did enjoy it a lot. Everything with Sid was interesting, and Buzz's existential crisis was pretty funny to see. And yeah, honestly, I really enjoyed the first movie in the Toy Story. Now it's time to move on to. Well, I think a lot of people do say this one's their favorite. This one's probably my third favorite, which is Toy Story 2. And honestly, it's a good movie. I do enjoy it and everything with him going to find Woody and to get him away from Al from Al's Toy Barn, and that was all interesting. But yeah, really, besides that, it's a fun story. You get good characters introduced like Jesse and Bullseye and Stinky Pete. But personally, it's just I don't know. It's one of those ones that I enjoy it, but it's never been my favorite one. Still, it's a really good story. I definitely recommend to watch it if you have the chance. But personally, it's just not my favorite. There's some fun stuff like Zurg and the parody of Star Wars. But yeah, honestly, fun movie, but isn't, my favorite. Going to my second favorite, that is Toy Story 3. And Toy Story 3 was really interesting to see. It was a great end to Toy Story, and it was really emotional to see Andy leave behind all of his toys and move on with his life. And honestly, it was the perfect ending. Lotso was a really interesting villain, and the story was really fun to watch. The entire thing with Sunnyside being a prison camp and Lotso being evil was really fun. And everything with just that ending where they really all died was pretty emotional. It was all really fun to watch, and I did have a lot of fun, but yeah, honestly, that was such a perfect ending, and it was kind of ruined in Toy Story 4. Also, to be clear, I am not reviewing Lightyear in this. I already reviewed that last year. This is only the main Toy Story movies. And Toy Story 4 is honestly my least favorite of them. I don't really hate the movie, but I also think that they could have done so much better with it. And really, that's my main complaint, that they just didn't do more with it. It felt like it could have been so much better, and it just didn't live up to the ending of Toy Story 3. Toy Story 4 feels like it's like an okay ending, but I really love how Toy Story 3 ends, and the story is just not as good. I also don't really like how, in terms of writing, they just had Bonnie fall in love with Woody during Toy Story 3, and then she doesn't care about him at all during the events of Toy Story 4, and that's why he leaves. And honestly, that was just something that I was little disappointed by, but I am. It was just one of those things that was like, kind of annoying me, but it's not a deal breaker for the movie, and the character of Forky is okay, but yeah, honestly, it's just definitely the weakest of them, and I'd much rather. We kind of had it be a trilogy. Four wasn't necessary, but it was fun. There was a few fun things like Duck and Bunny, but yeah, it wasn't perfect. Well, that's all I have to say about these films. And just to let you know, my review of The Bad Batch will probably be with a recap. I'm not going to have a chance to be working on it until noon at the earliest, and that's assuming that I have a normal day at work because honestly, I've had a really crazy week where sometimes I've been pulling like double shifts because of how busy we've been. I'm not gonna tell where I work. I don't want to have that revealed, and but I'm just saying I've been having a pretty crazy week. So if I'm having a little bit of trouble getting out videos, I do apologize. But I do have a lot to do right now, and I've been pretty busy. But I just want to know what you think about these films. Please let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.